Welcome to Behind the Artifact, a series where we explore the items and stories that make up special collections. My name is Megan Firestone, the head of Special Collections and Archives. For today, we're going to look at the autobiography of Melville B. Lockett. Let's learn a little bit more about who is Melville Lockett. Lockett was born on June 4th, 1846 to Reverend Abraham Lockett and Maria S. Lockett. When he was a young child, the family moved to Arkansas. At the age of 15, he joined the Confederate Army. While in the Army, he almost died of typhoid fever. He was so weakened and emancipated that they discharged him from the Army. Once his health recovered, his father picked him up and took him to Mackenzie College. This would start Lockett's long relationship with Southwestern University. Mackenzie College is one of the 4 root institutions that makes up Southwestern University. Lockett would leave Mackenzie to continue his studies at Johnson Institute in Hays County, Texas. The school's founder had once been a pupil of Reverend Martin Reuter. Reuter, who helped found Reuterville, one of Southwestern's other 4 root institutions. While at Johnson Institute, Lockett would go on to meet the founder's daughter, Annie Johnson. The two would be married on September 4th, 1872. After completing his education, Lockett would go on to become an educator. He was an educator for a few years, and then he decided to set up a mercantile in Bertram, Texas. The mercantile was quite successful in Bertram, but his wife and him wanted to find a location where his 5 daughters could get a quality education. In 1886, Lockett would come to Georgetown and also attend a commencement of Southwestern University. Lockett comments in his autobiography that the grounds and building did not impress him very much, but the reputation of the schools for mental and religious training was excellent. He would visit Georgetown several more times. The family would purchase a house on University Avenue for $2,500 and then relocate to Georgetown in 1888. By the time that the Lockett family moves to Georgetown, the city was only 40 years old. It had been incorporated in 1848. Southwestern University had been operating in Georgetown for 15 years at its original location, the now current location of the Georgetown Independent School District Hammarlund Center. When the family arrives in Georgetown, the university is in progress of building the first building on the current campus, which will become known as the Ladies Annex, a building specifically constructed for the housing and education of female students. Lockett would also establish his new mercantile business on the square, located at what is now known as Austin Avenue and 7th Street. While working to establish and grow his business on the square, Lockett will also start becoming a major player in the development of Southwestern University. He is elected to the Board of Trustees in 1893. Lockett will serve on the board until 1908. During his time as a member of the Board of Trustees, he will see the university through a number of major changes. By the time that Lockett joined the board in 1893, the board had already been considering where to try to establish a new building that met the needs of the growing university. The issue was the cost of construction for the Ladies Annex had left the university in a very large amount of debt. Lockett would play a sizable role in helping to secure the financing needed to build this new building. This building, once completed, would be known as the new main building. Construction started in 1898 and was completed in 1900. This building still stands today and is known as the Cullen Building. Lockett would also play a pivotal role in making sure that Southwestern stayed in Georgetown. In 1910, President of Southwestern, Robert Heyer, receives a letter offering for Southwestern to move to Fort Worth for a sum of money. This marks the start of what will become known as the removal controversy. Lockett, along with Claude Carr Cody, will become 2 of the biggest figures in working to make sure that Southwestern does not leave Georgetown. Lockett will print a 16-page pamphlet entitled Southwestern University at Georgetown, Texas, Some Reasons Why It Should Not Be Removed, Plain Statements by Citizens of Georgetown. Lockett would continue to play a large role in the city of Georgetown and Southwestern University for many years to come. His daughters will go on to marry 3 Southwestern professors and a son of Claude Carr Cody. In 1916, Lockett sits down to write his memories and recollections of all the things he had experienced in his life. All of that material was pulled together to form his autobiography. The autobiography is available here at Special Collections. It is also available fully digitized on our website. The item discussed today, plus many more, are available at Special Collections located in the Smith Library Center at Southwestern University. We encourage you to come in and explore.